Greetings, loving souls. I thought I'd keep talking to keep you company, to make you feel a little more comforted and less worried. We have some little good news. A lot of people have turned vegan, by the way, and hopefully you will keep on being vegans, as well as new people will turn vegan. Then we can save this beautiful planet that you love so much. God also loves this planet. The three most powerful also love this planet. It's just that the karma has been very, very troublesome and making a severe punishment on this world in which you live, thus affecting your lives and the lives of your loved ones in so many ways. But we have some good news now. Since many people turn vegan, we have been able to, we thought of a different way. We put up kind of a sheet, a transparent substance around the planet above the magnetic field and ozone. Thus, it minimizes the flare of the sun if it ever comes disturbing us more deeply than ever before. Then it would burn everything in our world, including ourselves. So now, since we put an extra sheet, it's transparent. It kind of has a little green tint, but you won't see it. It's just that you might feel that the sun is less intense, maybe less bright than usual, than before. We had put a sheet, like kind of a similar one before, but the karma kept making holes in it. And now we have made another new one on top of that holy one. Hopefully this time it will keep longer. If more people become vegan, then it will keep longer. And maybe later, everything will repair by itself. So we won't even need that. Then the sun will brighten up again. You see, yeah, I know what you're saying, that I keep talking about being vegan, but that is the little 1% that we need to completely repair and change this world so that it becomes like an Eden for all of you to stay safe, happy forever. If you want to continue to stay on this planet, that is the last screw we need, 1%. You see, it's just simple. I will say a simple example, like you want to put the door up and you have a door already, wood already, decorated, everything already, and you have the hinges. But you need that little screw to screw the hinges onto the frame as well as onto the door, so that the door will be kept there, safe and sound. That little screw is very little compared to everything else in the house and on the door. But that little screw is very, very important. Now, that screw for our planet right now is eat vegan, okay? That's all there is. Very simple. Like many other things as well. Even you have a beautiful phone, functional, very nice, and can contact the whole world. And even with some instruments, you can contact the moon for NASA, for example. Those little things are very important. You can contact the moon. Even if somebody is on the moon, you can contact them, like the working crew members. Oh, by the way, I hope I will remember to tell you something about the moon. Just a change from our troublesome planet. Okay, now, the good news is that we put on that sheet, transparent, tinted green substance, so that it will keep the earth cooler than it might be if there were no such substance covering the whole planet. It's breathable, of course, made of a very special substance. You can't find it on Earth This is made by the peace people. After we kind of came in and protected them and kicked out the devils, they have been able to repair their instruments and make more substance of such things, as I just told you. So we covered the whole planet. Because if we keep covering one hole at a time, it takes too long. It would have been better if we just repaired where necessary, but it took too long and then disaster may happen. So right now, we have the less intense sun flare. Even if the sun flare comes, we feel it less intensely. Of course, you still feel the heat because there are some places where the hole is too big. But most places, the heat will be less than if we didn't have that sheet on the whole planet, covering the whole planet. I also put some protection also around the planet. But you all have to pray, turn vegan and stay vegan, being good, please, so that it will last. All these instruments, we use it, but it's not forever. It's not forever. Either you can keep it or you can destroy it, okay? So the heat will be less intense, and now we will have also less intense disasters, like storms or landslides or floods, irregularly and incredibly damaging, like recently, non-stop. And now it will become less intense and less frequent, and let's thank the three most powerful, who are united with God, the Almighty, and became the one most powerful. Without their power, extra power and support, blessing and grace, we could not have done all that at all. Please thank the three most powerful, the one most powerful for us. Oh yes, by the way, also I have promised you if I have a little free time, I will explain about the threesome. Originally, there were only two, but because the situation is so intense, so desperate, so the two became three, yes, so that they could, like garner, collect more power individually from the universal store. So the three became more powerful. I mean, the two, Lord Jesus and the derived from Lord Jesus. Originally, there was only one. Yes, and it became derived. And God originally is one already and one son. But because the situation is very special, so it's split into two powers. And then with God power, it will become more powerful than ever before. And they are together, then of course, that's incredible. It's just like Master is also derived from Lord Jesus, for example, or from God. See, just like in a family, like a big and rich, powerful family has a big business, but the sons and the daughters want to split out, or the parents want them to split out to independently make their own business and take care of themselves, also to become mature and independent. And so originally the family is already rich and powerful, but the sons and the daughters split out, making their own businesses and companies. And they have their own more powerful business and rich as well. So if in case of any need or any time they want to decide to put back all their newly acquired properties, power and richness from the split out sons and daughters, then put all their money together, all their power together, and all share the same power and position, title, then it's more powerful than originally only one father, one family had it. In the one most powerful, the united power is needed because the two sons have been on earth with power for earth purpose, and they both were connected to earth as well, due to their previous work. Thus, their power is more solidified, more suitable, as all things here need to have some solid substance to be usable. Now, plus the pure, invincible, original power of divinity from heavens, then this is unbeatable. If humans add in their necessary shares, then the world can be saved. and we will be all happy. Well, I hope it's clear enough for you. There's nothing really 100% clear in the human's mind to understand this kind of thing, especially when it's abstract. But that's it. That's all I can think of right now. If anything more, maybe I explain another time. But this is very clear, one rich, powerful family. Normally, the son and daughter stay together, in the same family, and then maybe help the father to build that one business. But later they became bigger, mature, so they came out, made their own companies and their own businesses. And then one day maybe it's necessary, so for some reason they put all the newly acquired and the old family riches power together. Then that will be more powerful. Now you understand. Similarly, with all the masters, they came from God, of course. Greater substance than ordinary humans. Yes, humans can develop from the capital power that God has given to them. They can develop and become also as great as the other sons and daughters, except Lord Jesus. Jesus, for example, is the only Son of God and could derive another one or not. And now the sons and daughters of God, or grandsons, granddaughters, they want to have their own company, for example, like that. So the Buddhas are like those sons and daughters who split from the family, have their own power, their own riches, and then they can even help other grandsons, granddaughters from God to come with them and work for their company instead of working elsewhere, or working for Maya, for Satan, the devil, for example. So those masters, saints and sages will become, of course, more powerful, yes, because they already attained their status of Buddhahood or sainthood, almost like Jesus Christ or another split out Jesus Christ. So if you want to follow any of these already accomplished, established, developed, and expanded sons or representatives of God, granddaughters, grandsons of God, then you can follow any master and go to their land and live there together. You see, together. And these lands of Buddhas or saints and sages who have already reached the highest status of enlightenment, they will be forever. It will not be returned to God, to Godhood, like they originally came from.
Thank you.